iPod Touch was the downfall of the 8 to 15 age range when it came to purity.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
every bad image, every bad video that I ever saw was on an iPod Touch from like the year 05 to like 2010.
All the pirated videos you downloaded on there.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
It was the first little window.
Oh, dude.
All the bad shit ever.
I have an iPad out there that, oh God, if someone found it, I would be fucked. Like,
where is it?
I don't even want to say it. But that was like my childhood iPad that I had throughout those years of puberty. Holy fuck, dude.
I know Cody's got some old phones that would catch a charge.
Dude, I have one in that drawer right over there right now that just it won't charge, but I know there's some risque stuff on that thing.
That would
I have
arrested.
oh my God, I just got teleported back. We tried starting our own fight club here in high school.
FCPC try? We did.
All the videos from Fight Club Pine City are on this iPod Touch, and we would just get together as 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah, we're probably like 16, 17.
16, 17. We would get maybe I would say like 20 of us together, line all of our cars up in a circle so all of our headlights were facing inward. We'd put two people in the middle with either boxing gloves or hockey gloves, and then just rounds until someone would tap out.
Yeah.
I've got a strong feeling that you never actually fought in this fight club. I feel like you arranged a bunch of fights.
Yeah.
You have to be there.
I don't want to condone like bad habits for children.
You do.
Well,
yes,
no,
you do.
that's the whole.
You want to condone all the bad habits.
That's the whole thing with. I've realized that
you started that foundation, bad habits for kids.
But it builds builds character though.
It does. It teaches you how to get your ass beat. But I will say, FCPC.
What if you never lost?
Well, I never did lose.
Well, then how did it teach you to get your ass beat?
It either teach you how to get your ass beat or how to beat ass.
It started was homecoming. I think it was like 2012. We went like homecoming, like the football game is after school.
Under the bleachers.
No, so like the football game is after school, and all the football players like you meet right after school, and then you have a downtime before you come for the football game. And we all went to one of our what do you call it? Teammate. Jesus Christ, that was hard. But we went to a teammate's house and we all fought in his backyard, and it was me and him. And I'll just shout him out, Devin Ripka, because this is the closest I've ever been to getting knocked out. He just clocked me square in the nose, and I've never been closer to just falling over. Like, it was so close, and that's where it started. And we went to practice the Monday the next week, and the fucking coach found out about it. He was pissed. He's like, I found out my parent, Jeez, I'm not doing good today.
I found out my coworkers were fighting.
Yeah. I found out that my kids are fighting before the homecoming game, and this is the deal that all these high school coaches, football's life, all this shit, the stuff that I hate. Organized sports, dude. I hate all this shit, and I just quit. It's like, you think I give a shit? Like, I don't care about football. I had more fun fucking getting almost knocked out by my buddy than playing fucking football.
Well, it's weird how hard they push kids to their physical limits, to the point where they're getting injuries and shit that could last like their whole fucking. It could fuck up their whole life.
I quit basketball because I remember like our basketball coach prided himself in like making you run until you puke. And I was like, I'm not doing that. There's no way. I'm done with basketball.
This is not my idea of an extracurricular activity.
I've seen this kid get a concussion in Anoka, and he got knocked down like 3 reading levels for sure. Like, it was like he ended up almost killing his fucking roommate in college. That's how much it fucked him up, dude. I think it all came down to concussion, not football. I'm just saying.
But hey, we won that meet that day, boys.
Right? Like,
one hell of a game, brother.
Yeah, C Squad did it though. They brought it home. It's unreal. But FCPC, honestly, it was fun it was so much fun. Yeah. We fought in a peacock pen once at a buddy's place in the peacock pen.
Were the peacocks there?
No, they weren't. We told them, hey, bro, take a lunch break or something. They're about to beat each other's asses.
They're intimidating.
They were in the background. Have you ever heard of peacock?
Yeah, dude. Did you know they fly?
Dude, yeah.
No.
Not
like they can like actually rip.
They're huge. Their wingspan is fucking insane.
Isn't it only like 30 yards?
They'll glide. They'll jump off something tall and then just like glide like
What do you got to do to make them fly? Like
Throw
piss 'em
something
off?
at them?
Throw something at 'em?
I don't know.
I've never thrown one off a building, but I'll take your word for it.
Let's try that.
They just like spiral.
Well, boys,
Slowly.
here we are. We're getting into the mid 100 episodes now. We're at episode 149 here.
Holy
Me,
shit.
Cody, my little Peckard friend Sam here. We got a good friend Tyler back on board here. Tyler, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
And Bodie joins us for another episode after a 6-week, 7-week hiatus.
Absolutely off the grid.
Bender.
Bodie's a big family man now.
Oh yeah, we got a new addition.
You got a dog, you got a kid, you got a whole litter.
Oh yeah. Yep.
How's that going?
It's a lot, but it's got its cool moments.
So
Say that.
your kid is small enough and the dog is small enough. You ever thought about putting a saddle on the dog and seeing if the kid could ride him?
See, right now they're at the same weight ratio, but give it like 3 weeks. He like doubles in size like every week.
Dude,
It's
all,
nuts.
all I can think about is that monkey riding the dog that Taco Bell used to have.
Yeah.
Dude, that was phenomenal advertising.
Dude, I tried riding one of my dogs one time, and
Gross.
we never saw him again. He was gone.
Your dad
just
tell you
broke
he
his back.
ran away.
Yeah,
into the hole
I
in the
got up,
backyard.
fucking ran off, did my thing, and my dad's like, "Oh, Sparky's wants to take a really long nap tonight, so you might not be able to see him tonight. I'm gonna let him hang out outside. He might run away. I'm not sure. I'll keep you in the loop."
It's just 10 p.m. You're
Never
like,
seen
Dad, why are you digging a hole so late at night?
Be like, "Oh, Sparky was just hanging out. He said it was hot. It's cooler down there a little bit.
The deeper you go, the colder. it
Yeah, I
is.
guess he's gonna make his own little tunnel land down there. It's gonna be super cool." Really, Dad? Wow.
My parents always disguised my pets dying and calling it a dirt nap. They would call it, when they would bury my pets, they call it a dirt nap. It made it seem like it was not a permanent thing, the way that it was explained to me. And I remember as like a 5-year-old kid, I had this fish that died, and my grandparents had made a hole for it and put it in. And I remember my grandpa coming up to me and be like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Good. Why?" It's like, "Well, how are you doing with everything with, whatever your fish dying?" He's just taking the dirt nap. He's just taking a dirt nap. That's it.
Just chilling.
Where did this whole stigma that you flush goldfish? Like, I feel like when fish die, you always flush them down the
That's
toilet.
kind of disrespectful.
Oh, because it's super easy, dude.
It is really easy to get rid of them.
Low
Shout
barrier
out.
to entry.
I want to give this is a great moment for me. Shout out to my boy Billy. Rest in
Eilish?
peace.
I was thinking Eilish too.
Me and my roommate Scrat. Shout out Scratatouille. We raised a bass for about 5-6 months.
you had a bass in a fish tank at
We
your
did,
house?
and we neglected to clean the tank,
Billy the Bass.
and Billy
I love
didn't
it.
make it. So I just want to give my
Did he at least have
condolences.
enough room to turn around in that bitch? Or
Barely. He'd get like 2 little. And then
What a terrible life. You tortured him for 5-6 weeks.
Well, it's a
hey, the tank we got him out of was much smaller. If anything, I think we gave him a better life.
I thought you... How did you
Yeah, where did you
acquire
get
this
them?
fish?
We bought him from the fucking
You can
pet
buy
store,
your
dude.
bass
shit,
at
really?
a pet
You
store?
can buy bass. You can buy walleye, crappie. You can get them all.
Did you guys know we have a pet store locally that you can buy parrots at?
what?
No
We
way.
have a pet store locally?
Yeah, just in Hinckley.
Really?
The Egg Center. You can buy like parrots and rats and spiders and
What do you need a license for? Like
mice.
other-
Gerbils.
In
Asking
tubes?
for a friend.
Yeah.
Do they sell tubing? And yeah, what did you say, Bodie?
like what's an animal that you could buy there that most likely you actually need a license through the state to get? Because I feel like
I don't think there's
Like,
anything
it
there. that
sounds
you
like
need
a shady-
licensure for.
it sounds like a shady
It does.
operation.
It does a little bit. It sounds like a cover up.
Yeah,
It does sound like a cover up. You get your feed here. You get a parrot here. You get a mice. Or you get a mouse.
like a monkey.
Get a trouser snake there.
I'll show
Get
you
that
a trouser
exotic
snake.
trouser snake. And Cody's very familiar with the old trouser snake.
Brings me back to 3rd grade.
3rd grade was a year, man.
That was a good time.
So here's the deal, boys. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now. It's been bothering me. Are you aware about the Taylor Swift concerts and what these women are going through, not only to get their tickets, but to make sure they don't miss a single song during the concert? Because it's pretty wild.
No. What are they? So you're saying like measures that they're taking to go to the concert, or like what they're doing at the concert?
Okay, so first of all, I want to lay this out. Taylor Swift is a goddess in her own. and she's on probably the biggest tour she's ever been on.
A lot of controversy from Ticketmaster on that whole deal, right?
Fuck Ticketmaster. This is about T Swift, and that's who we're only going to talk about.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
her
Taylor Swift tickets on
die-hard
Ticketmaster.
fans. And her die-hard fans, mostly women, they're fighting for these tickets. You know, when those live tickets
But
go.
Ticketmaster is such a motherfucker that
Fuck Ticketmaster. These poor girls not only are getting screwed on their Ticketmaster processing fees, but also they're just struggling to get a ticket in general. So the new wave right now is so that since it was so hard to get your ticket, since it costs so much, and she might not have a tour for a while, they're wearing adult diapers to the concert so they don't have to leave the crowd and they can just piss and shit right in their diaper.
Dude,
I love how you so eloquently put that.
I mean, hey, I don't know a better way to put it. Piss and shit right in a diaper as a grown-ass woman or man.
I feel like Taylor Swift is probably like one of the last people with like legitimate groupies. Like, I feel like when you hear about older bands like Ungrateful Dead and stuff, they had these groupies that followed them across the whole country. Like these people just spent their whole life following them everywhere.
the Deadheads, dude.
Yeah, the Deadheads. Yeah, and now you got the Swifties. And
I
they're
think it's still
fucking crazy.
It's still a thing. I think it's just not near to that scale.
Yeah.
I think like
but the
Swifties
are bringing that up.
It's insane.
Well,
We
see,
got a good friend of ours is actually a Swiftie.
Oh, she's
and
crazy. I mean, yeah, never mind.
Crazy in
Really?
a good way.
Really, she's crazy.
Is there
Towards
anybody
Taylor Swift.
that you guys would like, I'm not missing a single second of this concert. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to leave to piss. I'm going to piss right in my diaper. Is there anybody that you'd be willing to do that for?
No.
That would take me a minute to think about. I'm sure there's something I could think of.
Mike Stud. I love Mike Stud. I would do anything for Mike.
I will say that was the best concert I've ever been to is Mike.
Would you wear a diaper
Did you piss yourself?
No, I didn't piss myself.
that you know of? You coulda.
Could.
Well, here's the deal, man. I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. It's been bothering me. At first, I was like, "That's fucked up. How could you resort to that?" But honestly, I don't know, man. You fight to get to the front of that stage.
Yeah.
You get to that front of the stage, unless you're a skinny ass little girl that you can just fucking get through them.
Yeah.
You're not getting back there.
They're the first ones to get trampled, though.
Yeah.
Just the tiny ones.
Yeah.
Like you
Get
make it to the
astro-rolled.
front. Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, you gotta stake your claim. You can't move.
You can't move because as soon as you give any hole in the
Yeah,
crowd,
yep.
they just get filled in right away
Yep.
with someone behind you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. As soon as you might like step aside for a minute for any reason, stretch. I don't know what it is. That space is gone. People move in on that shit quick. They sense that weakness and they're taking it.
It's
Oh, yeah.
prime.
Tyler, this poor bastard. We've already talked about this before, but dude, I don't even know why you go to concerts. I feel bad for you at concerts.
Yeah, I've gotten it's miserable. It is very miserable. Everybody hates me. I've talked about this before. I'm very strongly opinionated on this. I paid the same amount as every other person just because God bless me with being fucking taller than you does not give you the right to
Scratch you,
yes,
punch you.
scratch me, yeah, in the kidneys and push me around, trying to guilt trip me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm there. I paid the same amount you did just because I got there earlier than you. Fuck off.
That's a good point.
Well,
Yeah.
and concerts are just changing in general now. I think like post 2020 concerts are different.
dude,
They feel different.
I can attest to that. Yeah.
Have you been to a big concert since 2020?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say, well, yeah, just fairly recently, actually. It was like last fall when Kendrick came to town.
Oh, wow. That sounds cool.
That's a big concert.
And it was a
pissed
big
myself
venue.
there.
Oh, yeah. That was the first thing that came to mind.
yeah.
I did not.
pissed myself.
I did not have any planning ahead of time for that, but yeah, it was him and Baby Keem, and it was at the
that'd be
XL, so
good.
it was big ass venue, lots of security and everything. And dude, I was expecting to just like claw my way up to the front, and it was like I actually had space between me and the person next to me.
That's crazy.
It was a full show and everything, but just like you'd be jumping, and then the person like next to you would be like I was expecting to just like start like throwing hands, dude.
Yeah.
Like try to what?
I did do that to be an asshole at ASAP Ferg because they were being pricks to me. That's where I was getting scratched at and shit was ASAP Ferg. So I just started just having way too good of a time and moving a lot and just really making their fucking
You got to
day
get
terrible.
your hands
Yeah.
up,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Maybe drop a bow on their fucking cranium, dude.
I went to
SummerSlam, brother.
I went to Quinn 92 with my wife, and we did like the VIP thing, and like VIPs now. It seems like at a lot of places, it's like you don't even really like meet the people. It's just like everyone that's VIP is in the front of the stage, and then the performers on the stage, and it's just like a free for all. Everyone raising their hand, asking them a question, they answer. It's like
It's a press conference.
yeah, it's literally a press conference with the fans.
It's not personal at all.
No, it sucked. It sucked.
How
Did
much?
you,
What
did you
was?
get a picture?
How much?
Yeah, not with them, no. With the whole crowd. Their photographer came out behind the whole crowd. There's maybe like 50 to 75 of us, all in front of the stage. Took one photo of him on stage, like with his arms up, and then us all in front of him with the big crowd.
The back
And
of your
that was
head.
it.
That's funny.
That was the photo that we
How
got.
much extra did you pay for that?
Oh, dude, I want to say it was like $100 a ticket
That's fun.
for the meet and greet. And I'm thinking meet and greet. I'm like, oh, cool. We'll get to like, at least take a photo with them.
Dude, I looked into the Jelly Roll tickets.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
At Treasure
So
Island?
no, it's at Mystic Lake.
Oh.
So Mystic Lake is a casino for people that aren't local around here. There's Mystic Lake Casino. It's a smaller venue.
No lake.
And
either.
the general admission was $278 a ticket.
Jesus
And that was way off.
Christ.
That was way off the stage. General admission. If you wanted the front ticket, I think it was $750.
He was just
Jelly
on. He was just on Rogan.
Yeah, very good. Loved that episode. by the
A
way.
really good
Ticket
episode.
prices
Really
just
good
get
episode.
taxed after
Yeah.
that. I would imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Honestly, though.
the guy is just climbing. He's doing phenomenal.
Mystic Lake. I feel like he could sell out a bigger venue than that.
Way bigger.
I'm
Way
sure it has
bigger.
something to do with the promotion. They probably pay them to come to that
Right.
place or add it as a tour stop. I'm sure. They can say like, "Hey, we'll pay you X amount."
And at those
add it
ticket
in.
prices, I'm sure Mystic is making a killing, dude.
Me and
I don't know. I bet it costs a lot of money to have a guy like Jelly Roll come perform.
I don't know.
Probably
I think
what,
their per cap's probably
500,000?
going up after that.
500,000
Probably. I don't know. He just did a free.
How much?
He did a free show in Fremont last year.
in Vegas.
Yeah,
that was
incredible.
last year.
Damn.
Though.
Well, his
Yeah.
wife's
It's
from
getting a lot of
Vegas, right?
traction.
Huh?
His
Yeah.
wife is from
Well,
Vegas.
his wife was a prostitute in Vegas. Yeah, high end escort, I should say.
yeah, high end specifically.
She was. Yeah, she was.
How
fucking
much?
loaded? I think it was. No, I'm not even gonna throw out a number because I'll probably lowball it. I don't know.
I got her pretty cheap.
What would you pay for a hooker, Sam?
Okay,
Jesus
in
Christ.
general or anyone specific?
Well, let's just say Bunny, since we're talking about Jelly Roll.
Well, okay, let's say I'm in Vegas, gambled, had a good day. I hit it. I won a couple grand. It was fun. I'm chilling in my hotel room. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's splurge. Let's get my dick sucked.
Splurge
I
and
don't know.
splooge.
I don't know. Something.
Jesus Christ.
Something. Let's do some. I was talking about splurging with my money, but don't make this disgusting.
I'm not
not
even talking about
You're a
that.
sick fuck.
You're thinking splooge. It's
Splurge,
different.
splurge, same difference. Here's the
And?
deal. For Bunny, I don't know, $1,000.
I was thinking $1,000. Yeah,
There's no way. There's no way.
you wouldn't.
No, I'm saying there's no way that.
She wouldn't be that cheap.
No,
No,
yeah,
that's
no
what
way.
I'm willing to pay.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
There was a episode on Lex Friedman a while back where he had on, I forget her name, but she was an escort, and like her whole thing was like she's been like a cam girl for however so many years and just like lived that life. She said she charged around $3,000 an hour.
Oh my
An
god!
hour.
dude.
What the hell do you do for
How
the
much
other
does she-
57 minutes?
Yeah, what's the 5-minute discount? That's what I'm wondering. Fucking
Well, you just pregame
boom, bada bang,
beforehand.
da doom, done.
We played fucking checkers. What the hell? Yeah, actually, can you do my laundry while you're at it?
I mean, it got you.
All right.
Dude, that'd be worth the
57
$3,000.
yeah.
All right, boys, I need some advice. So I'm gonna be honest. I got pranked at work today. And
Really?
I realized I haven't been pranked in a long time because I didn't handle it very well, and I'm embarrassed about how I reacted. So I just want your guys' advice on how to react maybe next time I get pranked,
Okay.
because I felt like a dumbass.
Was it a board stretcher?
No. So this is what happened. So we just hired this new kid, high school kid, young buck, fucking bright-eyed, bushy tail. And he was coming with us today, and I was supposed to pick up 3 of the guys. Well, I parked there. I'm there 15 minutes early. The kid shows up about 10 minutes early. We're sitting bullshitting. It comes up time for them to be there. Neither of them are there. I'm like, what the fuck? It's fucking Friday. I'm trying to get out of here quick. This is bullshit. I start calling them. 5 minutes go by, nothing. 10 minutes go by, nothing. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. I call the boss. I'm like, dude, how long do you want me to sit here? Like, he's like, sit there as long as you're willing to wait for him. I sit there another 10, 15 minutes. And I don't like fucking waiting, dude. And I'm sitting there getting all this is fucking bullshit. Like, they can't even show up on a Friday, both of them. So I'm like, whatever. We're out of here. Get in the front seat. I made the little bitch sit in the back. Shout out Brady. But
what, you just chauffeured him? Was anybody else in there?
No, I made him get up to the front once I realized once I realized the other two weren't coming. They slept in. I'm driving to the job site all fucking heated up. I'm like, these fucking idiots. We're going to be stuck in the cities till 8 p.m. tonight. Pull up to the job site. They're all there working, smiling, fucking laughing at me. They tricked me. They made me sit there for 20, 30 minutes waiting for them, made me ride with the kid alone. I'm like, these motherfuckers. I was instantly mad.
Well, hey,
from a prank.
At least you set like the precedent to the new kid that don't be late, I'll be fucking pissed.
I did a damn good job of that.
So at least you did that.
But I didn't set a good precedent on how to get pranked and act accordingly.
What did you say?
So I get out and I'm like, in my head, I'm trying to figure out like, all right, shit, I got pranked here. I'm the joke. Everybody's laughing at me right now. What can I do to ruin this for them so I can get myself a little bit of my, I don't know if I want to call it ego. I don't know what it is, but I was fighting to get myself back up there. Because at the moment I was like, they got me. And I was not okay with it. And dude, I wasn't the guy that like, are you fucking kidding me? This is bullshit. I took the big like, thanks for wasting my time, ruining my fucking weekend. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, this is ridiculous. You took it way too fucking far. I took that route.
I think that's actually a good route. I like that route.
That route later made me embarrassed and feel like I looked at my boss. I said, fuck you. I'm going to get you back. You ruined my whole week. The boys aren't getting paid this week. I'm not writing them a check. I was saying shit. I'm like, oh, real funny fucking prank, dude. You know what my funny prank of the day is? Not writing any checks. Ha ha ha. Like, I was acting like that, dude. That's a direct quote.
Okay,
that's a direct fucking quote.
Here's the only problem. Like, obviously you were upset, but those reactions, that's going to cause them to want to do more shit.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I handled it so wrong.
That's what they want.
And so if I could go back, I would have got out of the truck and been like, oh, good, you guys got me. Yeah. I got a little worked up. That was a good joke. No. I acted like a fucking pussy, and now I'm target number one.
When it comes to workplace pranks, I like to take the approach of no reaction and get them back 10 times worse and just let them figure it out. So when I was selling cars, there was this guy who, I don't remember I think he just like unplugged my computer, messed with my computer, and I couldn't get on it. It was embarrassing because I had a couple like sit down in front of me. I couldn't do anything. So I'm like, okay, I had to move desks, go to someone else's desk to like help with the rest of the transaction. And no reaction. This guy left. I took all of the wheels off of his chair, and they're like the middle, like the piston, like that goes up and down. It was just balancing on that. And he brought in a couple. I didn't know he was with a couple. He brought in a couple. Yeah. The dude goes to sit down and flies. Falls on the ground in front of his customers. And so, honestly, it worked out great for me. I did get in a lot of trouble from my boss, but he never did another prank on me again.
You just raised the bar.
Yeah. No reaction. Don't give them anything to feed off of, and then hit back 10 times harder.
Okay. So basically, you took the approach of like, you just, after the customer was out of your sights, you just went back to your computer, fixed it however need be, never said a word?
No, I didn't. It wasn't never said a word. It was like, oh, yeah, that was good.
Got me.
Whatever. Let it play.
Killed your dog.
And then I just tenfold hit him back.
Here's the deal for people that don't know Cody. Cody is not the guy to get him to want revenge against you. He is an evil motherfucker. I don't know how his mind works, but it scares the shit out of me. Actually, I have a great example. So on this podcast, we talked about how we would feel about one of our friends dating our sisters.
Yeah.
And Cody took a very hard stance and like, that's absolutely not okay, no matter what. So I'm like, this is a couple weeks later, and Cody's sister's in town. And I'm sitting there, I'm just trying to come up with something evil. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to fuck with Cody. So I hit up his wife. I'm like, hey, here's the deal. I have an idea. I basically want to like set up a fake date with Sky, his sister, and just fuck with Cody. Make him think we're talking. She's like, I'm on it. I'm in. This sounds great. So she tells Sky. Sky's all in on it. She loves the idea. She sends a picture of Cody's sister to Cody being like, did you know Sam and Sky are talking? And he hits me up. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, bro, I missed a huge part of the story.
It was great, though.
Let me bring it back a little bit. So I actually hit him up like, hey, man, so your sister's in town. Her and I have been talking a little bit. Man to man, would you care if I took her on a date? He's like, no, I told you how I feel about it. Absolutely not. You can't take my sister on a date. And the way I approached him, it could have been taken seriously or non-serious. I didn't like put jokes through it. So that's when I hit up Taylor, and I'm like, all right, we got to figure this out. Because then I told him, I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm not talking to her. I've never even snapped her in my life. So then I hit up Taylor, all that story I just told before. Taylor sends a picture to Cody and says, did you know Sam and Sky are talking? They're going to go on a date later tonight. Cody calls me. He's like, lying motherfucker. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. Hangs up, whatever. I'm sitting there like freaking out. I'm like, fuck, dude, he's going to do something horrible. I hit him back up. I'm like, all right, bro, it was all a joke. He's like, thank God you said something, because I was about 1 minute away from trying to smash your sister. He's like, I even asked my wife if it was okay. Actually, to be more specific, he said, Taylor, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to do this. And
I'm going to need the blessing. We got to retaliate.
From then on, I was like, oh, fuck, dude, Cody's not the guy to fuck with. I'll find a different guy to play jokes on, man. I don't want to deal with that heat.
It's got to be a good joke, because I do like a good joke. I'm a good joke guy. I'm a normal guy. I'm a decent guy. But I get one bad joke in me. And I get a little crazy,
a little loopy,
evil,
I get a little loopy,
little wacko.
Yeah. Again, I like to take the approach of, I will take a couple of small blows because I can understand the art of a good prank.
Yeah.
But the second that it does dig a little too deep, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna remind you that there is repercussions to this. And I'm gonna go 10 times harder. I don't care what it is.
And he's gonna fuck your sister.
Dude, he told me, he's like, I was preparing for war.
I was gearing up. In my head, I'm thinking like, okay, I need to play chess. How can I do this?
He had
here?
an instant game plan that he's already unfolding.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking in my head, like, how can I ruin Sam's year?
Fuck, dude. Thank God that wasn't true. Or was it?
We'll never know on either side, I guess.
Have you guys ever been pranked? Like,
Not at
good
that
fucking
scale.
prank.
Not at that scale. Nope.
Yeah, funny prank. Now we don't talk.
Well, there was that time that you posted all my pictures and shit on Facebook when I was really self-conscious about my body.
Hey, as a big man, Tyler, that would have been enough for me to never talk to Cody ever again.
To be fair,
fuck,
we were
I was
young
ready.
enough where I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
Oh, I'm so skinny and hot. I didn't even think of that.
I was not a skinny kid. I was not a
Shut the
skinny kid.
fuck up, bro.
So I passed out by the pool. Cody took a bunch of photos of on my
his phone.
Yeah, I passed out by the pool. We were really young. Takes a bunch of photos of me because I don't even think I had a password on my phone. Posts them on Facebook saying pool day, like made a collage with like, it was like camo and shit, pool day. And I woke up, seen it. I chased him around the house, and then I had him by the neck on the wall.
He lifted me up like 3 feet in the air by my neck in my bathroom. I was like, all right, I'll delete it.
Fine, you got me. Dude, speaking of pranks, I don't know if this would fall under a prank, but I was thinking about this the other night. I was just laying in bed thinking about old childhood trauma. And I'd realized that
It's a normal night.
Yeah.
Just a normal night.
Nothing better to help me fall asleep.
I realized that in my childhood, my aunt may have sexually harassed me. And
Get that cute little ass back here.
I had not thought of this since I was a very little kid, but when it came back to my memory, it bothered me a little bit. And let me take you down a little walk down memory lane quick. So
The vibe has shifted.
when I was a child, even at a very young age, I was very self-conscious. And one time, I was running around the kitchen table, as kids do, and my aunt grabs me, pulls my pants down, takes a picture of my underwear, and then proceeded to harass me the rest of the night. Well, that little kid in me was very upset about the situation, and she knew that. She thought it was very hilarious. So for months after that incident, she would mail me printed out pictures of that picture she took of my
How
underwear.
old were you?
Probably 4 or 5 or 6, right in that
this is
ballpark.
fucked.
What the fuck
That's
did
fucked.
you do to piss her off so bad?
So there's a little bit more to the story that I left out for my own embarrassment. So it all started because I was peeing off the deck as a young child, and
You were 4 or 5, dude. I pissed in my parents' sock drawer.
I pulled
4 or
my
5.
pants down, and I had Scooby-Doo underwear on, and she was making fun of me for my underwear.
To try to make you get out of that phase.
I was fucking 4, bro. 5, 6.
good
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
in that ballpark.
She wanted you to not wear underwear
Scooby-Doo
at
was
all.
the hot, baby.
Oh,
Everyone
Scooby-Doo
loves
is for all
Scooby-Doo.
ages.
So I was
dude.
repping that Scooby-Doo undies.
You were just repping that Scooby
I
snack
was
up in
repping
that
it.
thing, dude.
It was the coolest underwear out of any of my friends. We used to
Give her a
compare-
little rut row.
We'd all compare our underwear every day. So you had the coolest underwear. I won every time with the Scooby-Doo ones.
Yeah, but after 2 weeks, it gets a little old.
Were they underoos?
wearing the same underwear?
Shit, they didn't have underoos
Shit.
back then.
I
Oh,
don't
for
know,
him,
man.
yeah, for sure.
They were the
Underoos
sickest
are old.
underwear I'd ever seen. Here's the deal. So she made fun of me then for my underwear, and I got really embarrassed. So that's where the old pull down the pants, take a picture trick came out of.
Classic.
And that bitch, which she's not a bitch, she's actually very nice.
Honestly, I think it's justified.
And that
Did you
bitch
say that? Yeah.
pulled my pants down, took a picture, harassed me for at least a year, dude. Once a month, I would get a letter. My dad'd be like, "You got some mail here." I'd be like, "Oh, sweet." Picture of my underwear.
I probably would have ended her marriage if I was you.
Never
Yeah.
been married.
Oh, I wonder why.
Beats me.
Sounds like a
somewhere-
nice lady.
There's a handful of Polaroids floating around out there.
Yeah,
That's
see,
just it's just low hanging fruit. The
It's-
easiest way to prank family is sexual harassment.
Yeah.
yeah. That was a very mild scale of it. Luckily, I got off pretty easy.
The best way to get back at her would have been turn her in for child pornography.
And now she's in prison.
Joke's on you.
You should send her
Gotcha.
a letter. You should send her a letter every month now of your adult ass in the mail.
Karma's a bitch, dude. Full
You
circle.
like that?
What do you
still
think of
think it's funny? It's you wearing little kid Scooby-Doo underwear as an
That
adult.
same pair I had when I was 5 years old. I put them on. I just bust Scooby's face right out. Shaggy screaming for help. Shit gets wild. Well, boys, what do you think? I've had a couple too many to drink. The vibes are electric. My aunt's actually harassed me. What do you say we call it a night?
Yeah, let's go get a couple of beers. All right, for the listeners out there, if you haven't heard yet, every Saturday, Sam and I here, we're doing a radio show now for Wild Country 99.
99.
For those of you that aren't in the St. Cloud, Minnesota area, you can go to wildcountry99.com on Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time and listen to us. Just
Also-
fuck it up.
April 19th, golf tournament. We will officially put the sign up in this next week when this episode drops.
August 19th.
what did I say? April?
Yeah. Just
All
wait
right.
a fucking year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
just trying to have a second
I need to quit
420.
drinking beer, but here's the deal. August 19th,
August 19th.
we are having our golf tournament. If you want to be a drunk idiot like I am right now,
This is the place
and you want to have the time of your life, if you want to hit a hole-in-one,
Bodie
if
did
you
last
want-
year.
if you want to suck ass at golf but still have a good time, come to our tournament. You won't regret it.
It's like Disneyland, but for drunken golfers, dude. It's like literally the tournament for people that are like, I like golf, but I don't really take it seriously, or like get, intimidated by people that take it seriously.
All right.
Hey,
we'll see
I've
you
got
then.
a couple. Shout out Nick Stolp. Shout out Justin Stolp. Sorry, they've been begging me for months. I forget every week.